morning and welcome to Sunnyside News, where we bring you only the most positive and interesting information from the heart of Florida right here in Polk County. You know, I wanted to go right into it this morning and bring you some of the great stories that I've encountered this past week. The first story that I came upon was back when 16-year-old Katie Stagliano was in 3rd grade. Several years ago, she had a school project, and that project was to grow a cabbage, which she did, which this cabbage ended up weighing 40 pounds, if you can believe it. So she ended up donating it to a local soup kitchen in Summerville, South Carolina, which in turn, that soup kitchen made 275 meals out of that 40-pound cabbage. And Katie was so moved by this that she continued to grow cabbages in a small garden that was donated by her elementary school at the time. This also enabled her to encourage her classmates to get involved with gardening and to participate with her. Well, Katie, since then, she went on to form Katie's Crops, which is a nonprofit organization that grows food and also offers grants to young people who are interested in gardening. So unfortunately, the soup kitchen, the original soup kitchen in Summerville, closed due to a lack of funding, but Katie took matters into her own hands when she began offering free meal events, and she is now serving more than 100 meals per event. So hats off to you, Katie. Keep up the good work. Another story that I ran across this week that I want to bring to you is about Cafe Venosa, which is actually located up in Canada in Montreal. But Cafe Venosa is a restaurant with a mission. First of all, the menu includes environmentally friendly items, friendly coffee and soups and sandwiches, salads, desserts, the whole thing. The menu sounds just fabulous, but it has a vegan flair to it. And even better, in addition to offering this great and unique food offerings, Cafe Venosa's purpose is to feature a place that caters to cats from the local shelter. The mission of Cafe Venosa is to find homes for these shelter animals. The owner is Summer Garrity, who has a background actually in animal rescue, and she felt that this was the only solution to help bring awareness while finding homes for these loving cats. That's just really wonderful. Too bad it's so far away from Polk County, or I'd probably be going there once a week. Another story I wanted to bring to you today is about the Wildlife Rehab Center at the Wisconsin Humane Society, who took in a turtle who was hit by a car, leaving the turtle's shell completely shattered. The center ended up naming this turtle Gertie, who would likely have died within hours after after the turtle had been brought in. So the people at the Wildlife Center, they cleaned her wounds and they removed all the debris from her shell, but then they became very creative in trying to help her. They applied cable tie mounts on her shell by actually gluing them onto her shell. The ties were then tightened to bring the sections of the shell together, and as the director has said, it's like any other fracture when you bring the bones together. Scott Deal is the director of the center, and Gertie, we are happy to report, is now nicely healing. So good for you, Gertie. You're well on your way to the mend. Another story that I had to absolutely share with you this morning is actually from Ireland. It's about Patrick Core. He is a 28-year-old filmmaker, and he is also the pet parent of Stevie. Stevie is a female calico cat who is actually blind. Patrick includes his love of the outdoors by sharing his walking and hiking activities with Stevie. And he can do this because he has been able to train her to walk on a leash. It took a lot of patience to accomplish this, he stated, but being a filmmaker, he has also captured the beauty of sharing nature with Stevie all on film. I think Stevie is a truly remarkable cat, he says, and I wanted to capture how I truly felt about her and share that with the world in a meaningful way. And that is just truly spectacular. The photo that I wanted to share with you this morning is a little photo about Cece the dog, and this photo was sent in by Danila Hardgrave, and you can just see how cute Cece is. Please send us photos that you might have, and again, you can email me at any time, and that's Deborah@naturesplace.org. You know, also this week I wanted to bring to your attention a little restaurant that is located not too far from here in Haines City. It is in the historic district of Haines City, and it is called Jackie's Art Cafe. And it is a cafe, of course. You can eat there. Their menu items are very delicious, but it's also actually an experience to go there because Jackie, the owner, has allowed several of the local artisans to put up their artwork. And it's really just an experience to go in there, and they do have entertainment on certain nights of the week, so I really encourage you to check out Jackie's Art Cafe. Moving forward a little bit, I wanted to talk to you about the weather coming up for this weekend. It's going to be hot and humid here in Florida, as you might expect. And the first picture that we have has been done by Candace Shannon. She does come to Nature's Place for our therapy services here. And for today, Friday, it is going to be a 50% chance of rain with a high of 91 and a low of 73. Now these next two pictures have been done by Jonathan Pantoja, who again also comes to our speech clinic here at Nature's Place. Saturday, the chance of rain is 20%, and it's still hot and humid with a high of 92 and a low of 73. Now Sunday's a little bit more different in terms of the rain chance. It goes up to 40%, but still the temperature is a high of 91 and a low of 72. Just some events I wanted to call your attention to this week. There is the African American Art Since 1950 Festival going on at the Polk Museum of Art in Lakeland. That will be on the 26th and 27th of this weekend. And you can get more information by calling 863-688-7743. Another activity going on this weekend is actually at Bok Tower Gardens, and that is Live at the Gardens concert series. That's going to be on the 27th, and it's going to be at night from 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. You can call them at 863-676-1408. Another event that I came across that I think would be very interesting to attend is actually the Junior Master Builder Modeling Competition at Legoland, and that's going to be held all this weekend from the 26th through to the 28th. And you can get more information about that by calling Legoland at 877-350-5346. I wanted to leave you this week, as usual, with a quote that I think is very right on, and that quote goes like this: "Even if you're on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there." And that was said by Will Rogers. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Please tune in next week. We will bring you some more good news and positive stories, and have a great week.